On this week's Gears, Rocks, Wrenches, we're traveling through desert heat and cacti in Florence, Arizona on Power Stop's Trail to SEMA. We're riding through creek beds and waterfalls at Coffinger Cove with Tony's Toys. It's all coming up this week on Gears, Rocks, Wrenches, presented by Canati Tires.
It's October 24th, 2019, and today is the first day of Power Stop's Trail to SEMA. So we are here in the parking lot getting ready to head out to the trailhead. We have no idea what we're doing because they will not release the itinerary, but the goal before we left was to get our sponsor decals on all our Jeeps. As you can see, we got them on over here, and we're getting ready to go towards the trailhead. We're all super pumped up and super excited, and we look forward to bringing you a great show this year.
We are at Gold's Canyon. So excited, it's day one.
My first Trail to SEMA, I don't know what's going on. From what I understand, this is a little bit different from most Trail to SEMAs in that they aren't telling us anything. So I actually don't know what trail we're at. I just know that it starts in Phoenix and it ends in Las Vegas for SEMA. And we're gonna hit, I think, 4 states in the meantime, but no idea on what trails or what we're doing. We're just gonna go with the flow, which is sort of how we live anyway, so it's fine. We wheel all the time. We 100% live out of this Jeep. We drive it to trails all over the country, hit up the hardest trails we possibly can, and then drive it to the next set.
Trail to SEMA 2019. On behalf of Power Stop and Chris, thank you all for coming. I'm sure Chris will say the same thing. A lot of the same faces, a lot of people new to Trail to SEMA. I'm glad to see the people who were here last year brought different Jeeps, except for Matt from Bleeding Jeep. That's okay.
He didn't bring a Jeep.
He brought 2 buggy. It's the same one as last year. Everyone else, Matt's like that kid at junior prom wears the same dress 2 years in a row. So, but that's okay. We'll let it slide. So anyway, so we are in Arizona this time to start.
Yes, we are.
And we are near the Woodpecker Trail.
Actually, the Woodpecker Trail is a pretty simple trail. There's some obstacles left and right that we'll be able to get into if we want to. Just to make it as hard as you want. And then we're going to lead into Highway to Hell. That's going to be the fun one for you guys.
Yeah, Woodpecker's a 6-ish, 7-ish, so it's a poison spidery kind of feel. It won't be difficult. It'll be as difficult as you make it. You know, I'm sure anybody can figure out how to flop a Jeep over on it if they really tried. Highway to Hell's gonna bring it up a notch. A lot of that's optional.
The chips, everyone's got their Rev Kit poker chips. This is inspired by Matt and my bet last year. So this is what you can bet at any time with the chip. Bet on whether someone's gonna make an obstacle. Bet on whether or not you think somebody is gonna do a good job today or a bad day. You can bet with anybody. Whoever has the most chips at the end wins.
Whoever wins one of the Traxxas crawlers that we came with.
Oh, okay, there we go. So at the end of the trip, You'll stack up your chips, you can make your bets, win your bets, lose bets, so that's how it works.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm born ready.
Power Stop is kicking off 2019 Trail to SEMA in Florence, Arizona, where you can find some of the best wheeling in the country. Jeepers from all over have come together to embark on the 10-day off-road adventure, and they've come prepared. This 10-day trip will take these Jeepers across 4 states and into 10 different and unique trails with every kind of obstacle. The first day brings us to the Woodpecker Mine Trail for some harsh wheeling with hard, sharp desert floor rocks with difficult maneuvering in tight canyons that can cause some major damage if these drivers aren't careful. This trail is well known in Arizona for being a challenging and fun rock crawling opportunity for mildly modified vehicles. With a variety of optional rock obstacles to choose from, this trail will push the limits of these drivers and their vehicles.
That was awesome. So I took that left line at first, crawled it no problem. Once I got up here, I tried to take the left line, but it just wasn't having it. It was trying to tip over. So Jeremy spotted me back over here to the right side. It got the side a little bit, but I was able to hammer it when he told me to, and listen to your spotter, it just came right up it.
Holly Fowler says she's added a lot of upgrades to her 2017 JKU. She modified the back of the right cage to look like a razor. With a Dana 60 in the front and an 80 in the back, so she doesn't break anything, Mischief Maker is built to take her up anything and everything. Always being told to swap out the stock motor, Holly says she won't be doing that since her Jeep was built to rock crawl, and that's exactly what it does. For our ride with Tony of Tony's Toys, we headed to Tennessee to tour Coffinger Cove. The 7.3 mile trail is a rough gravel, rock, dirt, and mud route that travels over several different water crossings, leads to a few caves, and a waterfall.
So I took a penny and I bent it and put it under the throttle spring so you can control this thing. If you can't control the throttle, you can't control the buggy. You know, we're down here at Coffinger Cove riding today, and man, it's some good riding. And I just want to give a huge shout out to these guys right here at Southern Four-Wheel Drive Association. These guys have got barrels all the way up through here for everyone to put their trash in. These guys have always been instrumental in the riding in East Tennessee and the surrounding areas. It's a great group of guys. I really appreciate what they do. We're down here at Coffinger Cove today riding. Man, there's some deep creek crossings. These 35-inch ITP Coyotes, these things are really keeping us high and dry and my butt out of the creek today. It's worked out real good. Love these tires. So this is the AC cave at Coffinger Cove. First time we've ever been down here to this. Someone said drive down in there. We drove down in that thing probably 300 yards or so. Pitch black, real cool. Turned around, coming up out of there, there's about 2 foot of leaves that is just built up over top of all the rocks. You can't see the rocks, you can't see anything, it's just leaves everywhere. Made it real interesting coming up out of there, but it was fun.
A few of the other visitors on the trail decided to tag along as we drove down into the cave for a little off the beaten path fun. bring the Jeep or his 2017 Mega Razor, Matt Myrick with Busted Knuckle Films posed a question to his social media viewers on which vehicle he would test out on this year's Trail to SEMA. Wanting to see if it could keep up with everyone else's 40-inch tires on the trail, his viewers decided they'd rather see this modified Polaris Turbo 4-seater. Matt says they put 4-inch portals, 35 stickies, and built a suspension that could handle the extra weight. Adding a cage to it, it can go anywhere he wants to go. Before heading out on this year's ride, Matt made a few modifications to beef up his steering, and now he wants to see how it'll do out west.
Day was good, man. I really enjoyed it. That trail we were on, there was one obstacle that we all passed that I thought would be just totally awesome if we hit it. It was this real large V-notch, but either way, it was really cool, and everybody came up all the obstacles really, really well.
Today was great. Feel obviously a lot more comfortable than I did last year. Have a whole year of wheeling underneath me, so things are going great. Everybody's, awesome, helping me out, making sure everything's going smoothly. But for day one, couldn't be happier.
Very good. Ran upper Woodpecker and ran beginning of Highway to Hell. It played a little hell on some of the rigs today. So. Broke a brake line on one of them, but we're headed back to Rigid now and gonna recoup and go get some dinner.
At the end of day one, the riders stopped in at Rigid Industry headquarters to see how their LED lights were made.
I'm Brett, Marketing Director here at Rigid. Welcome to Rigid. I hope you guys had a fun first day. We've got a couple projects here we're going to run through. Got some swag bags to give you guys. We're excited to be a part of this event, so we wanted to say thank you to you guys for letting us tag along. We've got some lights that we're going to have you build. Hopefully you take them with you, install them on your Jeeps, your crawlers, and hopefully they help you get through some of these night runs that you got going on.
Each rider was able to build and install lights for the Jeeps they brought on this year's Trail to SEMA. Next week on Gears, Rocks, Wrenches, we'll be hitting the trails in Big Bear, California for day 2 of the Trail to SEMA.